It does perfect guard. What skill is from Crush? Ooh, Frost Impact. I really want Frost Impact. I don't know if we take the shield move. It doesn't seem very useful. Maybe not useful. Maybe being not useful isn't the right way to word it, but like I don't really think it's a move I would want to use. I need more red lumps for these. Wait, I have no red lumps? I got some yellow lumps, I'm pretty sure. And blue ones. Yeah, I need more lumps for these. I thought I had a few more lumps. But I guess not. The abilities minimum. Maybe one of these then? Two of them actually. Close on yellow lumps. I just happen to have a lot of blue. So for now, I guess we'll do this. Put a lot of blue. Because like, there's no other options. When we get more red and yellow lumps though, I'll be able to customize that a lot more.
Not done yet.
Alright, the Sword Slash is pretty good.
Not done yet.
I want to get Falling Blade done so we can get that Falling Blaze move, I think. So level 83. Normally I'd be like, is this game gonna go that high? But we're already level 28 and I'm like 10 hours in. So I totally believe we'll probably get in the 80s in this game, assuming it's like the same length as Ys 8 and 9. Like 80 seems doable. I feel like you level up super fast in this game. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm just gonna play as Adol and try to get Falling Blade done so we can put the Blaze move. I think with Karja, I want to try to get Crush done so we can get her Ice move. Burn. I'm not mana bursting enough. I like hardly use mana burst. Mostly because I forget about it, unless the game needs me to do it for like a exploration bit. Yeah, I'm built different. You know how it is.
Make track.
Making some tracks. Yeah, see right there. I have to use mana burst. The only time I remember mana burst existing is when the game is like, you need to use mana burst to move on. Which isn't that often, surprisingly. Not that's bad, it's just very forgettable. Yo, Sword Star! I need that. Karja has a lot of blues, so I think we will put this on Adol. Just for some extra attack. Maybe I want to put this on Karja, actually. Don't know. So what's the difference with Vitality and Defense? Isn't that the same thing, basically? I don't think Karja has enough red. I think Adol has more red. So maybe I want to slap this on Karja. There we go. Whee! Man, the soundtrack in this game is so good. So good.
How's that? How's that?
Gotta get Falling Blade done. It's also nice to have a move that doesn't push the enemy away from me so I can spam it better.
I did it.
Hey, level 29.
And we're off.
I wouldn't be surprised if we ended this game like close to 80 with how fast the level rate is, assuming it's the length that I think it's gonna be. I think in Ys 8 and 9 you ended like close to 70, right? I don't remember. We were probably like close to 70. But 8 had a post-game dungeon and we got like to 90. Or maybe I got to max level.
How's that?
because these 8 had a post-game dungeon, 9 did not. So in 9, I got close to 70, I'm pretty sure.
Nice breeze.
Fine. Hey, Jester Cloak. You can wear that. Is this an accessory? Luck increase based on number of mana actions used. I don't really know how luck works in this game. Also, it's the Shamrock. That's what it looks like in Trials of Mana. It's a Shamrock. That's neat.
You?
Okay, before we do that, give me this. Go repair kit. Let's go.
Form up. You?
This is another runestone. There's that twinkle in your eyes again. Well, we're here and I'm just as curious, so we might as well. Avar Dragonkeel carves his chronicle thusly. With shield brother Rollo of the Bloody Seas in search of spoils, we sailed to an island. Upon it were buildings bizarre and numerous, each marked with stars shaped as crosses. Frail group greeted Rollo, geared only with smiles, so he swung his axe and scattered their blood. The rest turned to flee, bright faces, now pallid. We tied the fools up and took their garments. The church, they called it, a curious structure, teemed with food and fortune vainly plundered. Sheep and cows, too, we slaughtered mid-graze, their fattened flesh filling up our ships. Then, seeking more such strange treasure houses, those North Sea's waters, we wandered and roamed. All is toward these goals and garnered riches, slay my Jarl uncle and seat me in his place. The vocabulary for those is so weird, so it's always such a treat to read. This is... It's too much different from what a lot of Normans are doing now. Or it's not much different. Ivor, Dragonkeel, and Rollo of the Bloody Seas were the ones who paved the way for that. It's been over 100 years since their time, though. I never realized they were ever in Obelia Gulf. And then there's how red this runestone is. It's pretty unusual in and of itself. Huh? Runebangle shown dimly. Oh, thanks for the sword star. Thanks for the mana point. Put this here so we can link it. Burning Blade. Sounds awesome. If I can remember to use Mana Burst. Hey, burn? I think the reason why I don't use Mana Burst enough is because these games are known for being fast-paced. And there's just so many other options where I just don't feel like Mana Burst is useful unless you want to burn or freeze. But the thing is, the enemies die super fast, where why burn or freeze them when you can just kill them? Like, look at how fast they die. I think subconsciously I don't think Mana Burst is a good option most of the time, which is why I tend to just not use it. Because you have to, like, hold the button and charge it, and also... Again, there's so many other options, and these games are more about the fast pace, and Mana Burst kind of breaks said pace, I think. I think there was a gift that was similar to Mana Burst, though. You had to, like, hold the X button in 9. Pretty sure. But again, you would really only use it for, like, breaking shields of enemies, or for platforming. Special griegr. These must be the ones the villagers spotted. Come at me. I didn't guard that. Behold, synergist attack. Man, I'm so glad I switched to hard mode. This is most likely going to be the difficulty we stay on unless there's a boss that is bad. Ow. Get out of here, dumb idiot. sure went down easy.
Yeah. Though they probably would have been a huge threat to the villagers. But that aside, this place is... yeah. There's no mistaking it. This is where I fought my first griegr. I would have been about 10 years old at the time.
Guess that's about what I'd expect for your first time out. Still, you really can use it, huh?
So that was Mana. You've been fighting these things the whole time, Grimson?
That's right.
When did you start? Why are we fighting them anyway?
Charmilay does a good, like, child voice, so it makes sense they would use her for younger Karja. Because she could really do a wide variety of voices.
It's not like they've got anything for us to plunder.
Huh? Suppose you're right. But the way I see it, the griegr are an enemy we have to put down.
An enemy we have to put down? But why?
Listen, Karja, if you're ever curious about something, then get out there and look into it yourself. Those who try to take shortcuts, go for the easy option, just end up making things harder for themselves in the long run.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know to live as a Norman. But anything past that, I'm not wasting my breath on. Either way, sooner or later, you'll... Nah, forget I said anything.
Huh?
Point is, you need to figure stuff out for yourself. Take life into your own hands. That's the best lesson I can give you.
Yeah. I'd forgotten that whole thing till just now. I don't remember all the details. But there was something about him back then that just... A puppet griegr. Didn't realize there were still more of them hiding around.
Who is gonna be our civilian this time to save? They don't. Hey, fire and ice, by the way. Double slash master? Is that the move I just used? I think that's double slash or double smash. Too easy. I didn't get the timing for the attack though. It's over. Get him, Karja, you and me. Stupid roll attack.
Fire and ice!
Oh, I thought that was a different one. From the camera angle, it looked like a different one. Ow. Oh, and now we can have the revenge gauge to 200%. Probably should have used the break move. Death Defender. I'm assuming because they guarded a certain amount of times. Like a perfect guard, not just a regular guard. Karja with me. Let's finish this freak off. By the way, something I want to address is this game has boss barrier gauges. Or at least for most of the bosses and enemies it does. And another game I tend to think of is Trinity Trigger. This is actually boss barriers done right. I saw them at the beginning of the game and I was like, oh, am I gonna hate this or am I gonna like be okay with it? I think Ease 10 does boss barrier gauges like well, because the bars don't take like forever to take down, and there are like break arts basically. Like there's a game mechanic for specifically breaking them. So kudos to that, because you can actually mess up that game mechanic, but they didn't. I think Ease 10 actually uses them like fairly well. Maybe not fairly well, but I think they're not like terrible. Honestly, it kind of feels like, what's the name of the game? Star Ocean Second Story R, because that game also has break gauges. But I think in that game, it's more so you can dwindle, you can, like, damage them. And there's a break gauge. So yeah, it's like similar to that. The point I'm trying to say is the boss barrier thing was something I was, like, worried I would hate, and I don't.
Isn't this the head of Carpent Trading? He's the one we saved on the highway leading out of Karnak, right?
Parja, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I do not remember this guy. If you say so.
If I sell contraband, Spanish fabrics to Roman nobility.
Plus, I think another thing is this combat is so much deeper than Trinity Trigger. Trinity Trigger's gameplay wasn't bad. It was good enough, but, like, I think its gameplay was too simplistic to warrant such a feature. Well, I think this game has a lot more going on in terms of gameplay, so that's another reason why I think it just works better in this game as opposed to that game.
That ringing any bells? Yep, I'm sure he's gonna be a serious pain about it once he wakes up. Almost wish we could just leave him here.
Okay, please. I'm, like, 5 minutes is all I have. You have our gratitude for doing away with those griegr. This makes the second time your people have provided us aid. I suppose I shouldn't have expected any less from Jarl, Grimsum's daughter. Okay, give it a rest. You don't gotta flatter me over a little thing. Every little thing. That aside, the mere fact that Karnak met such a sordid fate, even with the Baltic Sea force in good fettle. It makes me fearful over what the future holds for us. Excuse us. Hello there, boys. Are you fishermen from the village? We are. Sorry for hiding from you earlier. The name's Morris. And I'm Hugus? Hugus? I was gonna say Hughes, but I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. We were so frightened when we heard that the griegr had shown up. You guys took care of him for good, right? We can't thank you enough. That reminds me, which of you fishermen spotted the Undying Fleet? If it's those black ships you're talking about, the answer's all of us. That's so. They cut such an imposing figure on the water, we thought they were Baltic Sea Force at first. But ever since we first saw them, that's when the white shade began cropping up. Now hold on a minute, what's this white shade business? This is fog coming out of the marine triangle, dense enough to blot out the sun. It hasn't cleared up in days, so somebody dubbed it the White Shade. On name of the chapter. That's the name of the nautical region to the south of here. It's been the site of a slew of inexplicable maritime incidents over the years, partly because of the fog that tends to form there. Those black ships were slipping in and out of the White Shade like it was nothing, though. That's why we started thinking they came from beyond it, from the other side. Hey now, don't go feeding our guests a load of tall tales. The White Shade, huh? Think we can go take a look for ourselves? Now that would just be reckless, even for a member of the Baltic Sea Force. But Chief, the White Shade's probably the reason Mikkel isn't back yet. What, Mikkel hasn't returned? He's been gone for 2 days ever since he went to go check out the fog. Oh, he's probably gone then if he went to check out the fog, according to Persona 4. Doesn't sound like we're gonna get much farther just hearing about it. Especially since our goal here is tracking the griegr movements. Ah, I understand. In that case, you ought to start by heading for Dolphin Rock. I love dolphins. Dolphin Rock. I get more dolphins in my Ease game. Keep sailing due south of here, you'll run across a crag that's shaped like a dolphin jumping out of water. Should be far enough away to still be out of White Shade's reach. Anywhere past Dolphin Rock, though, and you're in the Marine Triangle, you Normans may know the sea like the back of your hands, but even so, be careful out there. Thanks, we will. Please let me save. Thank goodness. I thought they were gonna force me into cutscenes. I cannot go any farther. I can go far enough to look at the release line, maybe? I don't have any nav points, never mind. I do not want to get stuck in cutscenes. I can't afford to right now. Oh, we're just gonna wrap up a little early because I don't want to get stuck into more cutscenes. But yeah, good stuff, good progress. When we come back, we will see what's up with this Dolphin Rock Island and see where the game takes us. I'm more excited now because the game opened up a lot more, so, you know, we'll see where it all goes. Now that Shadow Generations is done, I'll be able to give Ys 10 my full attention. I don't think I'll be able to finish this game before Dragon Quest releases, but I want to get a lot of progress in. Hopefully I can finish Metaphor ReFantazio. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you all next time.